Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Well, we are back with our base defense as promised, and well, I'm expecting this to be an interesting mission. So we will be working for the Federated Suns today for a breakthrough on the brink. A Davian Industrial Lab is at a critical juncture in its R&D program. Any disruption would set us back a decade. The Capellan Confederation on Mendham has discovered this, and they've already interdicted the first lance of mechs that was sent to defend the facility. We need more mercenaries to step in and buy the time necessary for further reinforcements to arrive. Okay, well, I'm guessing our employees know that a hammer below is coming, so we'll expect to take the brunt of the attack until their reinforcements arrive on field. So, this is going to be interesting. So as I said, 4 skulls in the tundra, base defense. This will give us a lot of, a decent amount of salvage, and I think that that's what we're going to focus on. With 4 skulls, we could be dealing with some rather annoying mechs. We could easily lose out on a couple of our bonuses through focusing on money, so this time around we're going to go ahead and focus on the salvage and see if we can earn more that way. Again, if they send an assault or two and we can collect all of that, that will mean we will have a particularly decent amount of salvage. Alright, so decisions, what to bring today? Well, I was tempted to bring out our Black Knight again, but I'm thinking it could be more advisable to bring our Marauder 3R. Heat efficiency isn't as good as it could be, but that said, we are going to be in the tundra, we're going to have lots of extra heat dissipation. I think this is worth it, just to maximize the salvage. We'll keep our Zeus, we can multi-target, we've got breaching shot. That will be very necessary to keep the enemies focusing on us. And then here comes the final question. Do we maintain the Highlander, or do we bring something else with maybe some more indirect fire? Now the good news is, the movement of the Highlander does have a couple of jump jets, so 3 out of 3, that will give us some decent maneuverability. We also do have the Gauss rifle, the rangefinder, to see enemies slightly further out. That is nice, although that could get upgraded in the future. Let's see, what else have we got? Hit defense is useful. We do have the LRMs as well as that Gauss, so depending, we could get a little bit of extra, what do we call it? Extra bits of damage and get the enemy lance to focus on us. Heat efficiency isn't terrible. It could be advisable. The only other question is, if we don't keep this, what would we want instead? Yeah, because otherwise our heat efficiency, I think, is going to be quite good. Yeah, I'm very much not too concerned about our heats so far. So, let's see. An Annihilator, potentially, but again, particularly slow. The Banshee does have good movement, but again, that's only for brawling, more or less. Probably not quite appropriate for a base defense. The HQ does give us some extra bonuses, like extra initiative. Extra initiative. We do have lots of LRMs, so we could tag multiple targets. Movement is slightly better than other assaults, and we might be able to move before they get a turn. Yeah, you know what? I think we're actually going to go ahead and swap out our Highlander for the Cyclops. There was a very good... Yeah, I don't think either one would have been a bad choice, but I think having this bonus initiative just might help protect our our mission for the day. So I think that will probably do. Multi-targeting, that's good. Multi-targeting, excellent. And well, let's deploy. Alright, well, we've already read all the details. We know our objective is to defend the Davian R&D facility, so let's jump on into the mission.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, alerts off the get-go. Well, this isn't the first assault on this facility, Commander. Expect significant enemy forces. We're picking up engine signatures nearby, so expect contact shortly. In fact, we already have them. Alright. All we have to do is hold out until the cavalry arrives. Good luck. Okay. Commander, I've been informed that the R&D facility has some additional defense options. They have point defense turrets set up around the base. They were taken offline in the last assault, however. We have a Davian convoy of engineers who can bring them back online, escort them safely to the generators, and we can bring some additional firepower to this fight. Okay, well, you know, that sounds splendid. We're already in the middle of combat. Okay, so these contacts, that's because of the APCs. Alright, so if they get to the base, that will give us some extra bonuses. We need to kill the Vanguard. Bonus points for keeping all the buildings alive. We need to hold out for 10 rounds and keep half of the buildings intact. Alright, so what have we got? Heavy shredder turrets. 2 over there. We have more heavy shredder turrets, and surely there is a 4th. Very seldom do they give us 3. Oh, here we go. Heavy sniper turret. Okay, PPCs and AC2s. That might be rather nice. And in fact, yeah, I would have preferred some more LRMs, but at the same time too, some solid altitude, the terrain should work. Yeah, I think we'll be able to manage. So,
ready for orders.
First things first, we're not going to be able to do anything this turn. Let us reserve. Yeah.
Acknowledged.
If we go ahead and sprint, I don't think they're going to get eyes on. They'll probably be able to get out. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to allow these to be. We're not going to be able to get any shots. Not unless they shuffle forwards, which I severely doubt. Yeah, alright. Well, they're not being shot at. It looks like they have cover. That's something.
Ready for orders.
Our Cyclops we can move.
Receiving you.
We can also move our Zeus over here.
Yes, Commander.
I think... do we need to worry about being outflanked? I'm genuinely unsure. You know what? We're going to go ahead and hold that B.
Got it.
We'll see where the other mechs lie about. Because again, if they're all attacking from one direction, we'll shuffle over there. But at the same time too, that's not...
Standing by.
That's not something we can be certain of. Alright, well, it looks like we're done over there. Let's go ahead and sprint. We will try and position ourselves for the next round. We'll see what we're dealing with. Some cover and evasion will be necessary. And with any luck, we'll start getting a little bit of a better idea as to what we're dealing with. Alright, little APC, get your butt moving. You need to follow that road. They're definitely closing in on you, and okay, we now see that there's a 70-ton mech, a 75-ton, and 2 80-ton vehicles. Okay, well,
I'm your spaniel.
I think at this point, let's move.
Waiting for orders.
Well, the Zeus, this Marauder can't really do too much. I think we'll go ahead and we'll run down the road as best as we are able.
On it.
We can always get back relatively quickly with the road where it is. We'll try and use that as an initiative sink, and if we can get line of sight on the enemies, we'll start using the Cyclopses and the Zeus's LRMs
Commander.
to our benefit. So let's move you up to the tippity top, and guess we'll try and position ourselves for the next.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, alright. Well then, I guess that's what all that's going to be. We'll move you out a little bit as well. Again, it's unlikely that we're going to get those pulse lasers online.
Roger that.
But if we have better sensor range, if they drop in reinforcements, we will be able to handle such things. Okay, so...
Waiting for orders.
It appears that the Marauder could technically get shots at the 70-ton mech, but I don't think that's going to be of benefit. I say we hold out and we maintain all of this extra cover and evasiveness. I think that will be very hard for them to deal with. Yeah.
Roger that. Standing by.
Alright, so enemy movements, what do we see? Well,
I'm receiving you.
not much yet. We can technically get eyes on with our Cyclops. Not sure if that's exactly what we care to do, though.
Aye, aye.
Marauder, again, still only that one option.
Good to go.
The Zeus isn't going to do anything.
Commander.
I guess technically if they popped out, we might be able to. You know, let's reserve. We will see what we can see. Oh, and a Warhammer 6R. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be too helpful for us one way or the other.
I'm here.
I really wanted more movement, but I guess I'll take what I can get. Let's go ahead and... you know what? We may as well get vision on both of these. We'll step out of cover, but again, we have
Onward.
solid amounts of armor. We have a Demolisher and a Warhammer here. Alright, let's go. We'll fire the LRMs back there and the rest over here. Again, heat is not exactly too much of a concern for us. We can always vent. Yeah.
Engaging. Multiple targets.
Alright, so... some damage is better than none. 40% damage reduction there. Yeah, they're being very cautious with their assault. Our friends are right on target. Fantastic. The engineers are in position and have disembarked from their vehicles. The APCs will scatter and support you. Keep the turrets online and they'll keep firing. Okay. Well, that seems good to me. Alright, what are you doing? Still shuffling up, still not sure what you're doing. The only one that's going to be able to do anything is this heavy sniper turret.
Yeah.
Okay, well... I guess since we're not going to see that 75 tunnel, we may as well go for the Warhammer. Yeah, I suppose that is probably our best play. Alright, so precision strike. Let's see if we can pop the head off the Warhammer.
Here it comes.
Oh, that looked rather painful, but it does survive. Alright, the APC is turned around and is... ooh, a Shrek PPC carrier. Okay, oh, an SPPC. Okay, so snub noses there. Alright, we definitely want that dealt with at some point. As for the Warhammer, it's still up and standing. Yeah, the Gauss hit center torso. Okay, well...
Standing by.
well, it is what it is. We shall, I guess we move the Zeus forwards. We'll stay in cover. Let us aim at the Demolisher. Yeah, we need 150. That should be at least, what, 2 LRM-15s? And then maybe we can send an LRM-10 at the carrier? Or do we just guarantee the death? You know what? I think we guarantee this thing's destruction. Its initiative is higher than others. I'd prefer it doesn't have a chance to fire. Alright, and even with a full salvo, that thing still is kicking. Although apparently, that was the target of the turret. Alright, well... yeah, I thought that depending, it probably could have gone for that Warhammer, which is why... ah, man. Alright, well, you know what? It's okay.
Yes, boss.
It does help us, one way or the other. We can also hit that thing with the UAC 5s. We could potentially get the kill here. You know what? That's fine by me. Let's get Cosmo up and running over there. Open fire. Not quite enough to do what we needed.
Folks, let's get this done.
Alright.
Standing by.
I guess technically we could see everything if we shuffled up. And, you know what? I think that's probably advisable. Do we see any bonuses here? Really, so I'm not sure what that 75-ton mech is, but having some evasion wouldn't hurt.
Got it.
Yeah, okay, so they have a Black Knight. Alright, well, yeah, that thing's going to be annoying, but I think we'll be able to handle it. The Warhammer... again, I don't mind the Warhammer. It's probably solid salvage, considering that it's got optimized capacitors and all that is well above basic bonuses. We're also the only one in a position to really take out the Black Knight. You know what? I think we go for the maximum salvage first. We'll go for this thing. We'll slow that down.
Got it.
I'm also just more concerned that it might do some more damage to our mech than yeah, if we let it live. And still, apparently with multiple hits, it's still up and kicking. Pretty equal to what we did to the Warhammer. But alright, let's see. What have we got? We have good shots here with the Marauder, but again, we won't have the precision strike. Let us go ahead and reserve. In fact, we'll do that twice. I'm going to try and maybe take out the snub-nosed carrier first. Yeah, man. Oh, we did so much damage, but we spread it out just a little bit too much.
I'm ready.
Let's go get the Cyclops. Well, the LRM-5s are not going to be sufficient. Could go for a full Alpha Strike, and I think that that's how we'll play this. Yeah, we're just going to try and make ourselves an open target so they don't solely focus on the Marauder. But if we can destroy this, that would be particularly good, so that's why we're firing everything. Yeah, because we need a good chunk of damage. Okay, and it looks like we were able to...
That vehicle is trashed.
Okay, well, that is quite nice
Ready
to
for
see.
orders.
That actually puts us in a pretty solid
Standing
position.
by.
In fact, we can go ahead. Yeah, and we can go ahead and take another precision shot with our other Marauder. And I think that should be a pretty good way of dealing with the Warhammer. Yeah, let's go ahead and take our shot. It also means that we're still nice and close to the base in case we get flanked from the far side.
Target acquired.
Alright, well, you know what? That'll do it.
Enemy down.
Alright, so that's a lot less damage coming our way.
Yes, Commander.
You know what? We'll move the Zeus back in this direction. I think... Yeah, we'll turn this way. That way if we get flanked from... Oh, sorry, not flanked, but have reinforcements drop up around here, we won't be shot in the back. And then we can, I guess, do some stability damage.
Engaging with target.
Alright, so our allies, it looks like the APC is shuffling up into danger. The Black Knight is taking significant attempts to take down the Marauder.
My armor's melting off.
Let us see how much we did lose there, because that's probably not nothing. Oh, sniper turret going ahead and putting shots on. That's good. But I don't think that's necessarily enough.
Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Okay, and we have enemy contacts, and I think they're coming in down here. Let's just double check. Yeah, we've got you down here. Alright, well, we're going to have to handle this. Well... Where is it? Enemy Vanguard, that's up over here. I'm fairly certain that reinforcements will be here.
Commander.
Sometime soon, so you know what? Let us get our Marauder out of position. We can probably afford to run through the geothermal. We will run particularly cool here, so I'm not too concerned.
Moving out.
But this will move us back towards base. Oh, and apparently they have friends back there. Alright, well, not quite as heavily outflanked as I thought we could have been, but that's still good to learn nice and early. They do now have a Lance Command module giving them less damage. So with that damage reduction, so I'm guessing they do have a Marauder or maybe a Cyclops. I think that's possible from either one of those, depending on what model. So, well, since they're not here, let's aim at what we can.
Firing. All weapons.
Alright, that's excellent news.
Hostile eliminated.
So with the enemy taken down, there goes their spotting.
Let's do this.
Our Marauder, we're not going to be able to find a line of fire, not until they get closer, so we will allow that to happen. Ooh, they have an Orion. Huh. Okay, anybody else?
Good to go.
Again, we can get some shots, but not as many as I would desire. We will continue to allow them to approach. I would be very curious as to where they are. The fact that we have turrets does make me think that they might be sending in a pretty hefty amount of danger, but I guess for now, let's move our Cyclops over. We will send off some LRMs and cool back down. I think that's probably the way to go. It's not going to change anything. Oh, we actually got a head hit. That is fantastic.
Orders?
Well, I guess we could technically fire those. And you know what? That's probably the best way for us to see something. Those turrets would tell us if they could track anything, so we'll walk further up. Okay, and we do have an idea as to where they are. So, they have an 80-ton mech, another 75, and a 65-ton, so that would probably indicate. So this could be a Marauder. The 80-ton, I guess we'll figure that out as it goes, and then what do we think? Either a rifleman or a what do we call it? A rifleman or a Jaeger mech, potentially. Could also be a catapult, who knows? There's a few options, but...
I copy.
yeah, I guess we will find out soon. Okay, well, it is a catapult. Fair play, fair play.
How's it going?
The Marauder, we're not going to be able to get position against either of you. You know what? I dare say, if we were to sprint, we would be within range relatively quickly. Yeah, maybe we go ahead and we move up as far as we can, and then we... well, that's halfway. If we were to move there, yeah, I think we would be okay. So we'll go ahead and do a regular move. And then from there, we will sensor lock the catapult. Yeah, we'll try and make that an easier target for others. I think that's how we'll do this.
Sensors locked on.
Alright, well, we'll see what our friends do. It looks like the APC is actually very useful there with its extra sensor locking. Oh, they have an awesome back in... okay. Okay.
Hot damn, let's do this.
But that's actually not too bad. That's good to know that they have the awesome there. So, assuming it's the... what is it? The quintessential one? The... what is it? The... what is it? The 8T or... 8T? Hang on a second, I can't think of what it is. Either way, regardless of the designation, that thing should have some PPCs on it. We can go ahead and take care of some of these, and I think we'll go... you know, we'll aim for the Orion first.
Copy that.
Probably better salvage than the catapult. It's also moving sooner. It's already fairly unstable, so if we do go ahead and make it unsteady, it will impact its potential movement this round.
Acknowledge.
Oh, and you know what? That looked like... oh. Not quite what I was hoping for. Alright, I could have sworn we hit that with a Gauss rifle, but I guess we hit center. Oh, it's down to an AC-10 and a medium laser. We got an ammo explosion. Alright, so that is at least an injury or two. Our other Marauder, we could... I guess we can follow up with another salvo. Might even be able to knock it down with the USE-5s. Sure, why not? I think that's pretty good, and unless we can get some cover as well, which we can. Alright. Well, I guess we see if we can eliminate you nice and swiftly.
Roger that.
There we go. Lethal damage.
Target neutralized.
Alright, as for our other enemies, what have we got? Yep. There's the awesome. So let's just double check. Oh, the 8Q, of course. That's the one I was... yep, I knew it. Alright, either way, that is what that is. Looks like it is, well,
Orders?
what we were somewhat expecting. We can move the...
Receiving you.
You know what? I don't think this makes much of a difference firing off either of these. Let's make the most of our position. We'll reserve. We will allow them to come a little bit closer and then see if we can shred the evasion with either multi-targeting or whatever have you, because that way
Light damage.
we can make
Holding
it
firm.
easier for our friends to take them out next round. Yeah,
await your
let's
command.
go. Let's go into cover. We'll fire off, I don't know, say some LRMs at each.
I'm going.
Why not? So, we'll fire off some LRMs up over there. This one does accuracy and crit. Okay, well, none of that's going to make a difference. That is a little bit too much for us to handle. Our odds are not phenomenal, so maybe we just turn off... No, we'll send a single medium laser. We'll build up... Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and we'll heat up. On the next round, we'll go ahead and vent coolant when we've got better accuracy against whatever targets we desire.
Splitting fire on multiple targets.
Alright, so that awesome's already got a good bar of damage. The stability damage. We should be able to... move our Zeus over and see about...
What's up, boss?
what do we want? Yeah, firing off those LRMs? Yeah, and then we could even fire our pulses at the catapult and continue on working on the stability damage. Yeah, I think that's a fair play. I'm not really too concerned about taking the catapult as salvage for us today, so we may as well just put on the pulse lasers, get maximum damage out of those, and see about causing that trouble. And look at that, we're barely on the well, our temperature gauge is barely shuffled.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright, so not quite unsteady, but very close. The catapult, we should be putting some solid damage into either its pod or its torso. The APC is coming on in to assist with it. Wait, was that a tag? Oh, that's bad news bears for that guy.
Someone let me borrow their pom-poms and skirt, because I'm damn excited now.
Yeah, is that a tag? Yeah, that it is. So that's an extra 10% damage from ballistic and energy attacks. That is particularly helpful for us. Alright, well, the catapult is not long for this world, that we know for certain. Could fire the Gauss over there.
Receiving you.
How's our other Marauder doing? Could we get close enough? Just too far away for those medium lasers. Alright, well... What do we think?
What do you need?
Well, we're not going to get any better position than what we've already got. We'll just try and take out the catapult. We've got that nice little damage boost. We've got good resolve. I guess we might see if it salvages.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay, and that we
Damn, we're
can.
gonna do this right.
Alright, well that is very
Target
helpful.
eliminated.
Alright, what else do we see?
How's it going?
I guess we've technically got the Marauder, but we will hold off a minute and see where they go. Alright, bit of sensor impairment to the
Took a
Zeus.
hard hit there.
That's honestly okay. Some stability damage isn't going to be the be-all and end-all. It looks like it's mainly clipped our legs. But again, we are pretty tanky, so I'm not too concerned.
Yes, Commander.
The Cyclops... You know what? We're not actually going to benefit anything if we attack the Awesome. I say we go ahead and we hold out. And we allow that other mech to get closer. And then we
Okay.
pick and
Let's
choose.
see what happens.
Alright, so aiming at the APC, that is not good for our friends, but hopefully they will continue to survive. We
I
shall
live to
take
serve.
the you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll fire off... well, we'll move up first. We'll vent all of our coolant to stay nice and chilled. We'll go multi-target. We'll send LRMs over at the Awesome, since we might be able to get an extra injury by knocking him down. And then we'll burn through some of the Marauders' evasion by popping the lasers at him. Yeah, there we go.
One for you, and one for you.
Alright, so he's unsteady, so that means he can't run as far on the next round. The damage is nice, but again, inconsequential. It's just more of a nice thing to have, potentially taking out a, what do we call it? A command module. That would be the ideal, but if not, oh well.
Yes, Commander.
Big man, what do we do here? Well, I guess we could fire more LRMs and make him fall on down, which I think is probably advisable. Could send the pulse over here. I think that's how we will do it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't think I exactly checked out our accuracy numbers, but it looks like with our TTS on board, it's not going to impact our LRMs, so that'll be fine.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright, there's the knockdown, so that's going to be 3 precision strikes on him next round. The other Marauder is getting beaten on up. We'll see what our friends choose to shoot at.
Let's do this.
But it looks like we're in a pretty good spot, so... yeah, it looks like we're actually just within range to be able to take out that awesome here. We may as well make the most of the opportunity. 31%. 1 head injury. But is it enough? Oh, here comes that sniper turret. Well, CT destroyed. Bother. Well, you know what? It's somewhat expected. I was hoping to salvage that thing, but...
Orders.
I guess we'll just have to do that with our turn. Alright, let's move the Marauder up. We'll take precision strikes. Hopefully we can clear this thing.
I copy.
Oh, that's a very solid hit. Not quite a kill. Where is this thing looking? So 29 points of structure. There is... yeah, 29 points of structure. There's only its command module that gives it any survivability. No other bonuses. So... all in all... might be able to clean things up.
Locked on target.
There we go. Head destroyed.
One less target.
Oh, and Commander, the area has been cleared. Darius has given me a green light to land, and yeah, fantastic.
Mission successful.
Okay, so not quite as long as I thought that mission was. Mind you, there was still another good, 5 rounds left, so yeah, I don't think it was the wrong decision postponing this mission from yesterday's episode, but yeah, it is what it is. So, Federated Suns, our position with them is fantastic. We have maxed that out. The Capellans hate us just as much as always. Plenty of money coming in, bringing that up to 165,000. Big Man did not get a kill, but he did do some solid work. And I think that is all that we could ask for. So, salvage-wise, focus on the heaviest stuff first. Again, if we may not get the awesome this time round, but it is still worth a bit to sell on off. We'll pick up the Warhammer. Or do we maybe go... you know, let's maybe go with the Black Knight. So we'll take a full one of those, and then we can take 2/3 of something, which would be a Warhammer. There we go. So that's pretty decent. Alright, so the question is, do we get any extra bits and pieces? We did collect 1/3 of a Marauder, 1/3 of an Orion, and then the rest was just weaponry. Okay, well, none of that really matters. It was really the mech salvage that I cared about, but that should be good. Alright, well then, I suppose we should, yeah, we should let Yang have a look at our brand new mechs. We'll chuck some into storage. We'll be able to sell off a fair few mechs. Between the, what was it, the King Crab we picked up in the last one, that's worth over 1 million C-bills when we sell that off. And then I think we might have, what, 3? Actually, no, we might even have 5 mechs we could sell. So that's going to be a pretty penny in our coffers.
That mech you wanted is back online.
But again, we will get to that in appropriate time. So, what have we got here? Broken Chain. It's a base destruction mission. Again, potentially a longer mission. So I think what we'll do is, yeah, it is 5 skulls. It is in the desert. We'll have a little bit more to navigate around. I think we hold off for today, and think we go for the salvage on that one. So again, not another hour-long mission. Sorry, not another hour-long episode today, but I think, well, it's always possible with missions like this ahead of us, and of course some travel as well. So if you do want to see things, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan signing out.